Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showing off this Camponotus Nicobarensis colony. Again, I got this from Ants on a Rock, but I won it in one of his giveaways. To be specific, I won it in his 1000 subscriber giveaway. And if you want to see that, you can check it out on his channel. Back to the ants. I got this colony with 2 queens and no brood. So they must have eaten it on the male or something. So I left them for about 4 months, and well, now they have some workers. In the clip, you can see that they have 2 workers, or 3, I can't actually remember. They also have 1 cocoon and a few more larvae on the way. And this is the first video that I've used my macro lenses on, so tell me if you notice a difference and if it's good or not. But back to the video, you can see this is an ant kit Outworld, and this has been on my shelf for many years, and I decorated it when I got it with some plaster and some fake plants. And this is a lid. I guess it has a 2-way system or something, as you can put this outer rim on it, and then, well, on the Outworld, and then you can put the inner lid on top of that, so it slots into place. And this is the connecting port, which I really hope is big enough, because I'm not 100% sure, but it should be, as my manicure bit of queen was able to fit through it fine. And by using a hex key, I was able to block off the other port with the acrylic slider, which I think is actually a pretty nice thing to have in an Outworld. And this is the standard ant kit double nest, which really isn't that special, so it doesn't need much explaining. But just in case you haven't seen any of my videos containing this nest, or really any videos containing this nest, it's basically just a double wide nest leading into a port, and then you can attach a acrylic tube onto it and then put that to an Outworld. And in this nest it has a little hex pattern on the floor, which I guess is good for the ants' feet, so they can grip onto it with a bit more texture. And on the floor they've got a little ant kit logo. So now it's time to attach the nest in the Outworld, and 3, 2, 1, poof. Incredible editing, don't question it. But apart from that, now I guess I just have to put them into the setup. But before that, let's just have a little look over it to make sure everything's alright. And here's one of the last close-up looks of this colony we'll ever get of them in the test tube. As many of you will already know, this is one of the fastest growing ant species, well, just ever. And it's one of the fastest, if not, well, the fastest growing species in all of the Camponotus genus. And that's when they only have 1 queen. This colony has 2, so you can only imagine the rate at which they'll grow. But with this enthusiastic zooming, I think it's time for them to move. Now they're in the Outworld, the test tube is unplugged, and all the possible exits from the Outworld are blocked off. And here you can see me struggling with trying to get a shot down the barrel of this test tube. So if you squint just hard enough, you might actually be able to see one of the queens. So hopefully the plan is they'll come from this test tube, move along this Outworld, go down the hole, go through the tube, and hopefully nest in this nest. Wow, that's a lot of nest. This is them exploring the Outworld, and I think these workers have incredible colorations, and the queens, they're just so vibrant, and they just have incredible markings. They truly are one of the most fascinating species to watch and will keep. And one of my favourite parts is that I actually climbed up and down the plant, which I've really never seen any of my colonies do before. So you may or may not know that in the past I made a video on my Mesobarbarus colony, I'll link it at the top right now, and I gave them a vine to climb on, I think it was, yeah, and they absolutely never use it. So the fact that this worker has already started to use their plant is just very happy. I've given them the nest a little bit of heat, so it might encourage them to move in. As soon as my mantis is right next to where I'm keeping them, I might as well give you a little peek. And soon I'll start a poll to see what you guys want to name him. But back to the ants, this is me giving their nest just a little bit of hydration so they get a nice humidity gradient throughout the nest because of the heat, and it might encourage them to move in. If you guys have any colonies of your own of this species, of course, let me know down in the comments below and tell me how long you've had them and how big their colony is. Now onto a time lapse of them exploring the nest, which didn't go as planned. Unfortunately, I think they decided they're not going to move into the nest for a while, but that's fine, so I'll just give them some sugars. In the form of, well, you know it, the famous, the one, the only, Wakushi ant nectar. And hey Wakushi, if you're watching this and you need anyone to sample sugars, you know who to hit up. And after a quick 5-minute tea break, they finally decided to come out and have a little taste. And let me tell you, these guys were loving it. And I might as well feed them some protein as they need to grow big and strong. With the mealworm now in there, it's only a matter of time before they find it, drag it into the nest and, well, you know what. But I think they must have been having another 5-minute tea break because they were just glued to this liquid feeder. But unfortunately, that's all for now. And if you liked the video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.